Hello everyone, how's it going? Hope that everybody is doing well. So, in this episode, I would like to talk about 4 tips that can be used when you improve your English or when you improve your spoken English all by yourself. Rule number 1: you shouldn't be perfect when you practice your English all by yourself. Or maybe when you just practice, talk in English with somebody, you feel like you have to be perfect, like you shouldn't make any mistakes, whatever. No, that is not the truth. Come on, guys, we are not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. That's the same. Everybody makes their own mistakes. That is how they learn. That is what we call like learn and grow, right? So you have to make mistakes, get the experiences, learn from it, and move on. That is the like psychological theory, positive vibe that we hear every single day. So apply that same theory to this scenario. So when you practice English, you shouldn't be perfect, make mistakes. Sometimes like you go blind, that's okay. Maybe like if it's your first experience that you are talking to somebody and you make talking with or talking to somebody and you make mistakes, it's okay. So you come home like feeling guilty, feeling shy, and what would happen, your mind and your brain also get those kind of small situation, like uncomfortable situation, very seriously and stop you practicing English further and further. So that is not the thing that you have to do. Like you have to train your mind to be positive and always give kind of easy comfort to your mind and the brain when you practice English. Tell it you are allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to make mistakes. To train your mind and your brain before practicing English. Give it like positive vibe. Always mistakes. Like say to yourself, I am allowed to make mistakes, because come on, this is our second language. This is not our mother tongue. So how we can just say that we should be perfectly communicate with somebody in English? That can't be done. It's impossible. So always you have to like speak yours. You have to present yourself first in English. Speak in English. They make a lot of mistakes. Then step by step, you have to correct your mistakes and move forward in your journey, right? So always train your mind saying that it is allowed to make mistakes. Then your brain and your mind comes to this easy, comfortable zone. We call it environment, where it gives you kind of like calm, relax environment, and let you practice, let you talk in English regardless of your mistakes and regardless of your the challenges and the barriers which are in outside, right? It's you, it's the game starting from your mind and your brain. Rule number 2: when you allow your brain and your mind to make mistakes, you feel so motivated to speak in English because you want this. Come on, guys, you always say that I want this, I want to improve my spoken, I like to talk in English and go out there and practice my English. And because you're so motivated, you are determined to do this one. However, but what happens when you go outside instantly? I'm talking to beginners, right? You're just trying to speak in English, making mistakes to somebody or with somebody. Then sometimes, guys, if that person is not kind of trustworthy person or whomsoever, if that person, if you feel like it's kind of mind game, if you feel that that person is trying to judge you, like makes fun of you, like cracks jokes about you, about your English, about your pronunciation or whatever, then again, even if you just build your mindset higher up, you collapse instantly. Because come on, we are human beings, we are designed, we are taught, and we have this like permanent thought that we shouldn't be embarrassed in public, right? That's kind of thing that we have been taught since our childhood. So it is permanently resident in our mind, so that whenever that you feel it, you collapse. So that, guys, don't do these mistakes. That is like, you go whenever just you feel determined and you feel so courageous to speak in English, because you don't care your mistakes, you like to practice your English, so instantly you go outside and try to speak. So stop it, I would say. You have to practice. The first thing, as a beginner, you have to practice with you first, right? Then, I mean, what kind of crazy thing that you are talking about? I mean, yeah, of course you can practice your English all by yourself. You don't need anybody. So go in front of your mirror, right? That is the best tool that can be used when you practice your English. Go in front of your mirror and start to talk to the mirror. So you might not get any replies, but it's kind of like, it's like your brain, your mouth, and everything is trying to like give you kind of like flow, sentence, smoothness when you just talk, right? When you start with broken sentences, that's okay, because the mirror is not supposed to judge you. You feel so comfortable within you. So which means, like, see, as long as you don't get any like comments on your speeches, like you feel that I'm not judged, you find your own comfortable, calm, relaxed zone where you feel and motivate to speak more and more. Then start with your mirror, start practicing English with your mirror. Don't tell like, I have nobody to speak that. I mean, I'm talking to beginners, but if you are like a medium level or advanced level learner, you have to go out and just present yourself in English, talk, practice your English with somebody. That's a different story. But I'm talking to the beginners who always complain that I can't speak in English, I don't have anybody to practice my English with. Come on, stop that crazy negative mindset. Okay, your mirror is your best friend. Talk to the mirror every single day. Number 3, start to speak what you know. Like, most of the time students complain me that, teacher, I don't know words, I don't know sentence structures. I have been speaking Sinhala for many years, so how can I start speaking English instantly? Come on, guys, you can do it. Like, please be positive. Don't say that you don't know any single word. Don't you know beautiful? Don't you know go? The word go? The word beautiful? Don't you know the word take? Or maybe box, maybe pen? See, how do you say that you don't know any single word? You know that, right? The thing is, you just don't practice at least what you know, right? And I know that, like, sometimes, like, you might say that, teacher, I didn't get any privilege to go to school and learning English. That's a different story. For those students, I know that they might not have kind of facilities to practice English or learn English or whatever. But now, come on, guys, everybody has a mobile phone, right? So you can access to Google, ChatGPT, IT tools, I mean, whatever that applications, right? I'm not keen on applications, but yeah, you can access to those platforms, and you can learn words, right? Learn words, sentence structures. That is what we call learning, right? That can be done. So going back to the point, I was talking about, like, practice what you know. Like, so you have been knowing English words since your Montessori level or since your childhood. So start to practice English with those primary words that you know. For example, beautiful, the word beautiful. If you take the word beautiful, you know it already. So go in front of the mirror and start to tell this kind of small sentence or the words. Like, my toy is beautiful, like, I am beautiful, he's beautiful, my girlfriend is beautiful, my boyfriend is beautiful. It's okay, don't care like whether the beautiful is suitable to say like a man or women. What? Don't care, just speak, right? You have to start like a little kid, right? They don't care about those, they don't as a kid, they always like try to explore things. They don't care about the danger, they don't care about the mistakes, whatever they try to explore, and they kind of try to be open to the environment. So let yourself be open to the environment and just talk, right? You talk to the mirror so nobody judge you. Then you don't have that uncomfortable feeling that people judge me, like I can't do this one, I have to like comfort my soul, I have to pamper myself. No, right? Just start with the words that you know. Try to create some sentences. So like if you don't know the sentences, I'm talking about how you can just learn them in my tip number 4 or 3, I don't know. For children, English language has 2 parts. This is my classification, right? Learning part and the practicing part. Of course, you have been learning about sentence structures, grammar, words, vocabulary, we call it, like whatever, that comes under learning part. And of course, when it comes to practicing part, what you're going to do, what you have to do, you have to get the sentence structures or whatever that you learn into practice. That is what we call practicing part. Practicing part, of course, has like 2 things to be done: speaking and writing. Okay, whatever you learn, maybe the word sentence should be taken into your writing as well as your spoken. Okay, then Pute, always keep in your mind, right? You have to learn this. Right, I don't say, I'm not that a teacher guider who says like you have to give up, like skip learning part and only practice. No, that is not practical. Imagine that you are in intermediate level or advanced level. So in order to go to the next level, improve yourself day by day, you have to learn something new words, new sentence structures, So guys, always keep in your mind, when you practice English, when you start to speak in English, you have to learn English as well, right? So, but the problem in Sri Lanka is most of this time students focus only the learning part. That is not gonna work out. So in my opinion, you have to take both of them seriously. Okay, whatever that you learn in your classes, in your courses or whatever, sometimes like you go to spoken English classes where you learn some sentence patterns, that's okay. So you should learn them, but if you want to speak in English, you have to get them into practice. You understand, guys? So always you need to think about your learning process, but don't always rely on learning sentence patterns, sentence structures, grammar, No. Number 5, and this is the last one for today. Listen to English. Always you got to listen to English. Stories, videos, speech, cartoons, whatever you need to listen to. Let me tell you this, when you just start to listen to English, don't start with like the videos. Don't start to watch videos about the speeches which native speakers make, right? Because they are so perfect in pronunciation and their style is different. They rush through words. And as a beginner, as a starter, when you watch them, and that's okay, when you watch them, you feel, sometimes you might feel so disappointed that you try to compare yourself with them. Come on, guys, again I would like to tell you, like we were born in an Asian country where we don't have like English speaking environment, right? So how can you compare yourself with native speakers? At the beginning you can do it because they have been practicing that pronunciation that since their childhood, and that's their environment. So don't try to watch native speakers videos as a beginner. But if you're an intermediate learner or an advanced learner, you have to listen to native speakers speeches, right? And as a beginner, I'm talking to beginners, so you go with Indian, because this work This worked for me, of course, I would say, but sometimes this might not work for, because I had to deal with my mentality first when I practice my English. It was not just about my knowledge. I had to deal with my mindset a lot, right? So I always wanted to keep my mindset high, so that whenever just I watch those videos, I try to compare myself, and I always, ended up frustrating myself. Oh, come on, Dhanushka, you can't do this one, that. So that happened to me. But whenever that I try to listen to Sri Lankan people's speeches, I mean good ones, and Indian people's, like Asian, I mean, their pronunciation is different, their speeches are not that perfect, but they try to communicate, they practice their English, so which gave me kind of motivation, and which inspired me a lot to do more and more, to speak more and more, because their pronunciation is totally different from other native speakers. So that I just started to feel like so comfortable within, just when I just listen to those stories. Like I remember, like I used to watch the videos on Channeler, which is one of the YouTube channels, where that that girl's I can't remember her name. She's talking in English, like simple English, and with Sri Lankan accent, which gave me so much courage to practice what I know with my pronunciation skill. Okay, alright guys, that's enough for today. Hope that you got something, and I will be back with another video. Bye.